Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the editor for Sell Now New England and Real Estate Rules. We're doing a little interview with our property manager of several Airbnb properties we have in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Her name is Stephanie. So let's go ahead and ask a few questions.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
So yeah, let's start with an easy question.
Yeah.
What experience do you have in managing multiple properties?
Well, I've been working on real estate and in Airbnbs for the last 8 years. Every year is something different. Every day is something different. But yes, I've been dealing with a lot of things, a lot of challenges, and it's been fun. You learn, as I mentioned, you learn every single day.
And how do you deal with unexpected challenges that arise in this type of role?
That will depend on the issue, what's going on. One of the things I really feel is that you need to manage these houses like they are your own. So if you say, okay, this is my house and I need to handle this as my house, then you're gonna take care of that house as yours. And you will put everything to make it work. That's basically how I handle everything on my end. I handle this with love. It's love.
And how do you handle guests that complain or issues that arise during their stay? And what steps do you take to ensure guest satisfaction and positive reviews?
Oh, that's a tricky question. One of the things that you need to treat your guests as family. They're going to stay for a while. They're going to stay for a couple of days. It doesn't matter if it's just one night. They are looking for a place to feel comfortable, where they're going to feel safe. And we try to make them feel that they are actually coming home. It's the only way that we can assure and guarantee that they're going to take care of the house too. And when it is in regards to have any kind of issues or problems, inconvenience, act and not react. Because you will react when something just happened. And you need to think from the very first moment that they contact you and they say, hey, I want to stay in your house for a couple of days. I'm coming to visit my family. And you say, oh, okay, so they're going to stay in the house because they are coming to visit their family. So you just need to go one step forward. Another thing is that if there is any kind of problems, accidents happen, or something can fail during their staying, we always have a backup. There is always someone that is reliable that will be there in case of an emergency. Recently, something happened with one door. They couldn't close it. They didn't feel safe. They contacted me around 9 p.m. It was almost impossible for me to get someone at that time to go there and fix the door. But I actually had someone. And I called that person and I said, hey, this is happening. Can you give me a hand? And he was like, absolutely. Don't worry. Let them know that I'm going to be there in a 5. So he actually went there and he fixed the problems. When there is a really bad complaint about something out of our hands, and Airbnb is involved, we just need to be clear, we just need to be honest, and there's always backup.
How do you stay organized and manage your time effectively when overseeing multiple properties? And what tools or systems have you found to be helpful in this process?
That's a good question too. I am using WhatsApp all the time. I got every single one on my team on a WhatsApp group. So that definitely allows me to have them and contact them immediately. I am also using a tool named Hospitable. And Hospitable is kind of a CRM, but it's at the same time something that allows you to integrate all the different apps where we post color properties. So for example, right now I am managing 7 Airbnbs and 4 long-term rentals. So on Hospitable, I have other properties on Airbnb and Verbo. So if I get someone that is booking from Verbo, it's going to be on Hospitable. If there's someone that is booking on Airbnb, I'm going to have them also on Hospitable. And I can just open a tool and check all the messages, and no matter if the rental is coming from this place or this other one. So that is extremely helpful. I get everything in one single app. I can reply at the messages at any time, and I can also schedule my cleaners. I can have all the properties on the same place, on the same calendar, and I can see bookings and everything on that same place. So that is very helpful. Those are the 2 tools that I am using right now. For long-term rentals, I am using Doorloop. This one cannot be integrated with short-term. We're using it just for the long-term rentals.
So it's not used for Airbnb?
No, just for long-term rentals that are people to stay in the house for a year, 2 years, depending on the contract. but they also have access to this app, and they can send requests, send payments, monthly payments. They can contact us from there, and we got everything also on the same tool.
Nice. Sounds very efficient.
It is.
How do you prioritize and allocate resources for property maintenance and upgrades? And what factors do you consider when making these decisions?
Well, we have everything separate. So based on the 7 units or houses that we have for Airbnb, we manage different accounts per property. All incomes that are coming from this house in specific will go to this account in specific. And that definitely gives us a budget that we can set in advance on a monthly basis on every 6 months. And we will use that account for that house for any kind of emergency without affecting the other properties. I have access to every single account, and I can purchase whatever. The main one, for example, is bed sheets, comforters for the beds, cleaning supplies, or chairs. So the best way for us to decide what needs to be done or which property is having your own budget for that house and having eyes on the inside.
How do you manage your team of cleaners and maintenance staff? And what processes do you have in place to ensure consistent quality across all of the properties?
Well, believe it or not, we don't have a big staff.
Really?
Because when you find the right person, that person is going to definitely help you to save some money, save some time, and is going to do everything. So it's a win-win. We're winning because we've got the right person, and that person is winning because obviously he's getting paid for all the junk that person is doing. We, as I mentioned, are doing this WhatsApp group. So we are connected every single day over from there. And one of the things that we do is that we schedule in advance. I don't like to have like 4 or 5 different cleaners per property because that is not giving my cleaners a stability. And I need them to feel like they are actually doing this because they like what they are doing. And when they enjoy the job and they enjoy what they are doing, then obviously they're gonna do the things better. So I have a cleaner that is working on the 1 or 2 properties at the same time. Sometimes they just need to clean earlier in the morning than the other unit, and probably they're gonna be just taking care of the other one in the afternoon. And they have their own backups too. With the process to ensure consistent quality, as I mentioned before, it will depend on finding the right person. It's not easy, but it is possible. We just need to assure that we're paying them right, that we pay for their time, that we pay for their work. And one of the things is that I will not make payments until and unless I get pictures of the before and after cleaning. So with that process that we started a couple months ago, allowed us to have a backup also at the moment that we're having any kind of complaint. So if someone that just check in and they say, hey, there is hair in the shower, my sheets are not clean, I have the videos that prove that we did the cleaning that same day and that the house was clean when they arrived.
So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're assuring that the work is getting done by the cleaner and the staff.
Exactly.
And it also helps you as backup in case there's a false claim on Airbnb. Okay, that's very smart.
You have no idea how many times we have saved our because of that. When they are doing videos, they will say date and time when they are doing the job. And that way, they cannot send me the same video for a cleaning that they did 2 weeks ago. And it's going to be my backup in case of any kind of contingencies or emergencies on their video. That also allows me to have eyes in the place. I will send you, okay, we're missing this doesn't look good, we need this, we need to change this. There's something bad with the couch because the last video that you sent me doesn't look good. What happened? That allows me to make decisions whenever it's needed. I don't have eyes over there, they are my eyes. So as soon as I can see that, then I can make decisions too. But it's very helpful. Before and after videos and before and after pictures.
Last question. How does one get started in property management? And what would you recommend for people who want to do this job?
If you're going to manage someone else's house, you definitely need to feel that this house is yours. It's the only way that you're going to actually treat the house as the most important thing. You will prioritize every single house, every single unit, because you feel them yours. It's a business at the end of the day, I understand that, but the owners of these houses are actually allowing you to manage something that is important for them too. So you need to take care of that. That is super important. And some of my partners make fun of that I take everything personal, and I actually don't mind because I do. I am extremely proud and happy when I see pictures of something that we purchased recently and makes the house looks better. I feel proud when I got a message that said, "Hey, our stay was awesome. Thank you, Stephanie, for all your help." So I feel these houses as my own. That's the best advice that I can provide. And how to get into this? That's a good question. It will depends on the people that is around you.
Did you do like any courses? Go to school?
I did not. I am a person that actually been learning about everything day by day. And I do consider myself an expert because I put everything and my entire heart on my job every single day. This is a job 24/7. I never say no. I am always willing to help. If someone on my team needs me, I'll be there. And that includes Sundays. That includes Saturdays at 11 p.m. That includes when I've been sick. That includes when I was, and you will not gonna let me lie, but even when my baby boy born,
Oh yeah,
he born on a Tuesday, and I was working on the next Monday.
that's true. I remember that.
From the very beginning. And it's not about money. It's about how much you can actually love your job and how much you enjoy it. Just try to reach the right person. Try to reach and surround yourself with the right crew. Try to learn as much as possible. Read, check videos, and then ask God for the opportunity. Someone will trust you with their house, and then you will just have to prove that you are the right person to manage that house.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. We appreciate the work.